Francis Towne was born 1739 or 1740, died July 7, 1816, was a British watercolour painter of landscapes that ranged from the English Lake District to Naples and Rome. After a long period of obscurity, his work has been increasingly recognized from the early 20th century onwards. In 1763 Towne was employed by a coach painter called Thomas Watson in Long Acre, and went to Exeter on business, where he soon settled. He had already begun painting in oils and also taught drawing, and now he began to accept commissions from wealthy families in Devon. In 1780 he traveled to Rome, where he knew, and painted with, John Warwick Smith, who had been there since 1776, and William Pars, a friend from London. He spent a month in Naples in March 1781, staying with Thomas Jones. After returning to Rome, and excursions to Tivoli and other nearby areas, he traveled home to England with Smith, passing over the Alps. His works from this trip include over 200 sheets, and 54 large views of Rome which emphasize the ancient ruins rather than the post-classical sites or the contemporary life of the city. These 54 were later exhibited as a group in 1805 but never sold. He painted copies of them instead when he got commissions. Many were reworked later, starting around 1800, in the heavier and more conventional style he had by then adopted. At his death Towne left the group to the British Museum, where they remain. He remained an obscure figure until the early 20th century, so that the collector Pollock was able to acquire numbers of important works very cheaply. By the 1950s he was widely recognized as an important figure and his works were owned by many museums, especially the British Museum and the Yale Centre for British Art. A catalogue raisonné of the artist's work is published by the Paul Mellon Centre for Studies in British Art.